All right, cool. So welcome to tonight's team call. Tonight we are going to be talking about Push to Emerald, the importance of reaching Emerald and beyond, and kind of that foundation in your business. I would love for you to drop any questions, maybe hesitations, objections, any struggles that you're facing when working towards Emerald, even if you're already Emerald, if you're trying to work towards that again, because the reality is that Emerald is the foundation of our business. How we advance to Diamond and Star Diamond and beyond is continuing to hit that Emerald rank over and over and over, and teaching our coaches to hit that rank over and over. So it is a very important piece of your business to understand, okay? So anything that you're struggling with when it comes to reaching that, or if you have a question about it, please put it in the comments as I'm talking, or as something kind of strikes a chord with you, and then that way I can answer them before we move on into the power packet for tonight, okay? So anything can go in the chat and I will double check that. I am going to screen share because I created some slides. I feel like I'm a visual learner, so and this helps keep me guided and moving things along. So some of this you may have already seen in the Push to Emerald call that Mindy, Kate, and I led last month. So a little bit is going to be review. Hopefully you've had a chance to watch that Push to Emerald call. It's, I think, 31 minutes from Danielle Natoni and Janelle Summers. It is gold, and it's everything that we've already talked about and that we've touched base on, but sometimes just hearing it from another coach or a little bit different wording or perspective helps us to kind of visualize it and see it for ourselves. So the first thing I want to remind you of when it comes to being an Emerald coach is it is absolutely 100% a decision. It is all mindset, you guys. We all have friends, family, loved ones who are willing to support and love us, but sometimes we're afraid to ask or step outside of our comfort zone or feel like we're being salesy to them or that we're pressuring them. Sometimes it's asking them to help us out and invest in us so we can get started on our business and take that next step forward. And sometimes it's because you know that they would really benefit from either the products or the community, right? So it's remembering that it's choosing to reach that rank in your business, that promotion in your business, and building that belief within yourself that you can do it. All right. It's two people, and most of us are married or have a significant other. So it's really only one other person. I promise you all have one other person in your life who will support you. It's just maybe you haven't had the courage to ask that person yet, right? So it is a decision. It's believing that we can do it and that we can achieve it, and building that confidence within ourselves to reach that rank, okay? So how to achieve Emerald, I'm just going to go over this very briefly because you should have watched that video, and we have talked about this a little bit before, but it's you here, and then one personally sponsored coach on your left and one personally sponsored coach on your right. Because if you've been a coach for a little bit, especially, you're going to see in your organization that you have coaches underneath you already because the team is growing, okay? But those are not your personally sponsored. They help generate volume and help your income grow, okay, once you're an Emerald, but they are not your personally sponsored coaches. You want to get one coach on your left and one coach on your right to reach that Emerald status, okay? And those, you have to be active and they both have to be active as well to be an active Emerald. Okay, so that's all I'm really going to speak on that. I'm going to briefly talk about who do we invite. Everyone. You guys, there isn't anybody in our lives that can't benefit from this, and maybe it's not a right fit at the time for them, and they're not gonna, not everybody says yes right away. In fact, it's really super rare that people say yes the first time or even the first 5 times. People have to watch us be consistent. People have to build trust in that relationship with us and see that we're not just trying to make a sale, that we genuinely are trying to create better habits in our own life and are going to be there for them to create better habits in their own life, right? So it's that consistency in showing up every single day that is going to build that trust with those around us. So literally everyone can benefit from this, family and friends. And then as you are enrolling clients, your rock star challengers, the people who are loving and uplifting other people in the groups and who are chattering and building that vibe in your community. The people who are very consistent in your groups with sharing that they're getting their workouts in, that they're doing either Shakeology or the performance line or both, that they are tracking their nutrition. They're already doing what we do, right? So it's just another level of accountability and bringing them into the community and them starting to share their story to pay it forward to others, okay? I am going to touch on something really quick that we didn't talk about before. This is absolutely somewhat of a numbers game. And I say that because it's very easy to get stuck in the same circle of people that you feel comfortable inviting. But if they're not ready, you guys, they're not ready. I encourage you to continue building that relationship and loving on them. But we also need to make sure we're inviting new people and connecting with new friends, because many of us said no several times. So if we just keep circling through the same people who aren't ready and maybe won't be ready for another 6, 9, 12, 15 months, we're going to get discouraged. And then we start to let all those negative and limiting beliefs sink in, and we start doubting ourselves, and then we become frustrated and we kind of throw in the towel, and then we what? We lose that momentum and we lose that consistency. So then we kind of lose their trust in the fact that we're going to continue to show up, right? How many of you have been there? Like, you've been discouraged because you were banking on one person. You guys, you can't want this more for them. And even if they do say yes, if they aren't ready, they're going to drop off right away, which is going to make you feel even more deflated because you're going to feel like you failed them. And let me just tell you this. Your success is not on me, just like your failures are not on me, right? And my success and my failures are not on you guys likewise. So people who are not ready to join or who do fall off, it happens. And it's nothing against you. And I know that one of our girls recently lost a coach. So I'm going to share with you that I've had 2 coaches in the last week drop off. And I've also had a returned package because the girl was overwhelmed. And even though I did a one-on-one Zoom with her for a half an hour, the minute I walked in from a hockey tournament and I had everything else in the world to do, but I made 30 minutes for her and walked her through everything, she wasn't ready. That's not on me. I did my part. And I did my part with those 2 coaches who quit. Okay. So it's not just you if they walk away. Okay. It happens to all of us, but I want you to remember that you have to build yourself up. In that podcast that I shared today, you have to become your biggest cheerleader and build that belief within you, because you are here for a reason. You have a message to share. You have a purpose to share with those around you. What we're doing is changing people's lives, you guys. We have a gift to give others. And when we look at it that way, it's different than making a sale. It's different than numbers, right? So I just want you to remember all of those things as you are working to create this foundation in your business and start taking another step forward each week, okay? So the actions that we're going to take, tonight we are going to draft a post. I worked that into our power session. And then all week, I want you talking in your stories. I want you sharing pieces, not all of it in one, but pieces, breadcrumbing your story with coaching. How has the community helped you? How is our team vibe helping you? Is it keeping you more accountable? Is it giving you more love and support? Is it helping you overcome limiting beliefs and self-doubt? What has changed for you? What has you excited? And what are you looking forward to? Okay. And then on Thursday, we are leading a What is Coaching event. I know for sure that we are doing a call at 8 p.m. We're going to do like a panel style call, but I will be perfectly honest with you. That's the gist of the details that we have right now, because we've all been so busy and I have been out of town. So Mindy, Kate, and I will figure out the fine details, but there will for sure be a live call at 8 p.m. with our Zoom link, and it will also stream into our Facebook group that is for coaching, just like it has for the last 3 or 4 months now. At this point, we've continued to have that group going. There's a really good chance that we will have some information post in that group throughout the day Thursday, just to kind of get some engagement and some eyes on the page, and then do the live call in the evening. Okay. But those are the things that you can keep in the back of your mind to be inviting to this week. So I don't think I saw like anything pop up in the chat. Before I move on to the work session and kind of going over that, do any of you have any questions? Let me stop share because I can't see if they're, oh wait, I think I can from here. In the chat. Okay, so no questions as of now, right? We're good? Okay, cool. So work session. I'm going to briefly go over what my work session looks like. Okay. And then I kind of took a little bit of everything and put it into one work session for tonight. That's, I think, 35-ish minutes. So I want to show you where I'm at in my business now. I work several blocks because one, I have to split it up because of my daily schedule and life. But there are, as you grow your business, and this is more of a full-time job for me, there's going to be more to-dos than if you're working like an hour power packet a day. But the work session I have planned for tonight is going to show you how I kind of condense all of those things into like a power packet. Okay. So if you want, you can take a screenshot of this. You can kind of take bits and pieces if you like. I will also put the recording up. But my block one is going to be my first session first thing in the mornings. Okay, that is where I'm really trying to get most of my action done because it is quiet and I don't have all the things around me pulling me in several different directions. So this is where I do my morning routine. I do visualization, gratitude, and affirmation. If you are not already doing this, please, please, please don't put it off forever like I did. It is empowering. It helps you stay focused on your goals, and it gives you those little steps along the way to stay focused. Okay. So, morning routine, I set my timer for just a couple minutes. And I engage in stories and on posts, kind of catching up, engaging with my followers. Okay. And then I have started inviting from different blocks, and I took that from a call that I shared a couple weeks ago, where one day I might be inviting just from the people who follow my stories. Okay. And then the next day, if I had a call to action the night before, that I'm inviting from that call to action on both Facebook and Instagram. Then another day, I might go to the old wellness group that we had, or challengers who have fallen off, and trying to get them to re-engage into a group. So clients, and I will cycle through those different areas. And honestly, there are enough followers on between reels and stories on Instagram to do them one day or even 2 days. And then Facebook stories a different day because it's different eyes. So I'm not inviting on all platforms every single day. Does that make sense? I'm picking, okay, hey, I had a call to action last night. I'm really going to focus on those people. And then if I had a call to action in my stories, then I'm really going to focus on those people. Even if they don't engage on the poll, I am going to engage with the people who watched the whole series all the way up to the poll, even if they didn't engage on the poll. So that might be helpful for you, because I know for me, it was kind of getting like, I'm trying to invite from all these different platforms every single day and kind of get everybody. But I have found it keeps me more organized and I have more focus, and my invite is a lot easier to copy and paste, but I'm just kind of altering it to them when I'm inviting from one specific area. Okay, so that's just a little tip. And then I am following up. Okay, so I am recently, that's been about an hour. I am going to hopefully in the next day or two after catching up, get back to doing that for 2 hours in the morning. But that's my first block. Then my second block is being proof the product works. That's showing up for me. That is a part of our job, is staying focused on us, right? So I'm doing my workout. I'm taking video clips. I'm sharing that to my stories and me drinking my shake while I'm doing my morning routine and all of those things. And posting that first set of clips as soon as I'm done with my workout, because as soon as I'm done with my workout and my stories are up, it's mom hat on. I'm up, I'm getting showered, I'm getting ready for the day, I'm making sure the kids are awake and they're getting going, and then it's breakfast for them and everything that they need, right? Then block number 3 is my lunchtime. So while I'm eating lunch, I go into the BOD groups, I check in, and I make sure I am engaging and commenting on every single person who has posted since I did it. And I try to do this every single day. With our hockey schedule, which is going to be better now. Like, I didn't check in since Friday until today. So, which is not ideal, but I went all the way back for 3 days. It took me a lot longer today, but I made sure I went back and commented on everybody's post that I hadn't yet commented on. Okay. And then block 4 is typically as soon as we get home from the boys getting off of school, they are usually going out and playing with friends, as long as it's not crummy out, for a good hour. Now that it's lighter later, it's going to be longer than that, but at least I get at least an hour and 15 minutes to myself before PJ gets home and while the boys go out and play. So I am doing kind of the tidying up for the day, if you will, where I'm going to do my mass follow-up, the follow-ups that I haven't reached. If I need to invite more people to reach my minimum, I'm going to invite them. I'm going to share some daily clips. This might be where I do a live training for the team, all the little things that just need to be wrapped up for the day. Okay. And then miscellaneous throughout the day. This might just be like a quick bathroom break, or I have a minute while the boys are eating breakfast. Like, it's just kind of in little cracks of time throughout the day. I'm working on crafting an evening post, or I'm doing a reel call to action in my stories, posting more stories like daily life, things like that, tracking my food to share in the group, connect with any coaches, make sure I'm checking in with you guys in the text group, that sort of thing. And then just double checking my to-do list, because every Sunday I make sure everything is in my book for that week. Okay. So that I stay focused and on track. So hopefully that kind of helps. I know it's a lot, but it keeps me super organized to have it all laid out step by step. And you guys, I'm doing all of that in 2.5, 3 hours a day. It's not like I mean, that's a lot of time, but if you think about, if I'm doing most of that between 4 and 6 a.m. before my workout, well, if you count my workout, it's between 4 and 7 a.m. It's a good block of everything being done first thing in the morning. Okay. Do we have any questions on anything there? No? All right, cool. So this is going to be our power pocket for tonight. We're going to spend 5 minutes being social on social media. And what's perfect about this, if you can get into this routine, I have not been great about it with our schedule. But if you can do this, it is going to help the engagement level on your post. Spending 5 minutes before you make your post at night, engaging and loving on people that you wouldn't normally be engaging with all the time, actually gets you into their feeds because you're engaging on their stuff. Okay. So it's going to help people come to you because you're going to them first. Okay. So we're going to spend 5 minutes being social and engaging on either stories or on posts, making a comment, that not just like try to make it like a conversation starter, if you will. When you're commenting on people's things, put a little bit of thought into it. And then we're going to take 10 minutes to craft a call to action coaching post, kind of talking a little bit about our story with coaching. We're going to take 15 minutes to invite. And then we're going to take 5 minutes to love in our challenge group, to engage. So we're going to check in with our nightly post because that should have went live around 7 p.m. So we're going to I'll post in for the nightly check-in, and then I want you to love on at least 3 other people for their work for the day. Okay? Sound good? All right, cool. So give me just a second. Let me get my timer up here. So we'll do in 5 minutes. I don't care if you go to Facebook, if you're going to Instagram, wherever you're really trying to build your following and love on people and you're really working your business, that's where I want you to go. Okay. I want you to go to what platform you're using the most. We're going to do 5 minutes to being social. So just loving on people. Okay. Okay, girls. Now I'm gonna set the timer for 10 minutes and I want you to craft your post. If you've already made a post, like I just saw Mindy's already made her post for tonight, an hour ago, you don't want to post something back to back because then it's going to kill whatever you already did and the algorithms are gonna just go crazy. So if you're in that same boat, open the note section or a Word doc on your phone if you have that app on your phone and start crafting a post for either tomorrow morning or for tomorrow evening. Okay, so utilize this time to craft a call to action coaching post. Kylie, if you just hopped on, we're taking 10 minutes to craft a call to action coaching post to post tonight. Okay. We have about 1.5 minutes left. Okay, so if you haven't finished that, you can tidy it up when we're done with the call. I'm now going to set the timer for 15 minutes and we're going to invite. So I would love for you to invite to the coaching call or event on Thursday. But utilize this time to get your invites in for the day. So some of them might be challenge groups, but I'd really like for you to concentrate on the coaching invite so that you can have some friends join us on Thursday. Okay. All right, girls. So now we're gonna do 5 minutes to check into our bod group, whatever group you're in, and check in with, like, hold on, let me stop screen share. Most of you, I think, are in the Rise Up Virtual Gym, which we have an evening post. If you're not, hopefully you have some sort of like accountability post at night. So check in with that, and then also comment and love on at least 3 other girls in that challenge group. And then we will end our work session for tonight. Okay, so we'll be done right at 9 o'clock, which will be good. So 5 minutes for that. All right, girls. So hopefully you got some work in. I think that was a good power pocket. Hopefully that guided like blocks of time can give you some pointers or maybe some things that you can adjust and put into your own schedule to keep yourself organized and focused on your own goals. If you missed the beginning part of the call where we went over Push for Emerald and a couple things, I encourage you to listen to the playback so that you hear some encouraging things and reminders that we all go through when we're pushing for big goals or new things. So that's all I have for tonight. I appreciate you all making the time to be on. Stay tuned because we got to figure out what Caitlin's doing when she's going to be here for sure and what the plan is so we can all try and maybe get together on Friday. But I think that's it. Do you girls have any questions on anything from tonight? No, we're good. All right. Well, you babes go get some sleep. I'll see you in the morning. Good night.